Hey out there in Mr. Erik Reads lands, it's Mrs. Erik coming back to you with the second half of the Grapes of Math, and this time I'm not taking over. I guess by being sneaky, I'm taking over by request. Thanks to Witten for asking for the second half of the story. Here I am with more The Grapes of Math by Greg Tang. Doggone it. Prairie dogs don't hunt or bark. They won't protect you in the dark. Instead, they burrow, digging holes, making tunnels just like moles. Can you count the empty mounds? It's best to just subtract the hounds. All right, so we see all those empty holes there. And if we count, it looks like there's 4, 4, 4, and then 5, 5, 5. Well, when I think of 4 and 5, I think of 9, adding those together. So I have one group of 9, 2 groups of 9, 3 groups of 9. And 9 times 3 groups of 9, is 27. So the story said to subtract the hounds. Well, if I have 27 total mounds, and I'm supposed to find the empty ones, 1, 2, 3 are not, 4 are not empty. So I just take away 4 from 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Take away 4 from 27, it's 23. Large pizza to go. Mamma mia, pizza pie. How many mushrooms do you spy? Please don't count them, it's too slow. This hot pie was made to go. Let me give you some advice. Just do half and count it twice. One of the things I always tell my students is work smarter, not harder. If you can come up with a kind of a math hack to make things easier, you should do it. So this is saying just count half and do it twice. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So on this half of the pizza, there are 12 mushrooms. So if there's 12 on this side, that means there are 12 on this side. And 12 plus 12 is 24. 24 mushrooms. No dice. Come on, lucky shiny dice. Roll a pair and count it twice. Boxcars, snake eyes, double threes. Can you add up all of these? Before you start, please look around. Adding's fast when tens are found. I think we all know that tens are a very friendly number. So if I can find tens, that'll make my adding a whole lot easier. And what I see down here is 1, 6, and 3. And 1 plus 6 is 7, and 7 plus 3 is 10. And then I have 1, 2, 3 more rows where I'm adding 6, 3, and 1. So if this is equal to 10, and these numbers are the same, then this row is also equal to 10. These numbers are in a different order, but they're still equal to 10. And these are all equal to 10 too. So 10, 20, 30, 40. There are 40 total pips on those dice. That's what you call the dots on a dice, a pip. Strawberry seeds. Strawberries grow along the ground. A better treat cannot be found. Their seeds reside in tiny rows. From each of them, a plant will grow. Just how many seeds are there? Count them only if you dare. Here's a little trick of mine. Pair the rows that sum to 9. All right, sum is a word that means we're adding. So how can I find rows that add to 9? Let me start with this top row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 up there. And I know that if I add 8, 9, if I add 2 to 7, then I have 9. So I'm going to find a row that has 2 and pair it together. There it is. 2 plus 7 is 9. All right, this row has 1 less. So that's 6. And I know that 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 3 would make 9. There's a row of 3. 2 plus 7 is 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. And 5 plus 4 is 9. So I have 1 group of 9, 2 groups of 9, 3 groups of 9, and 9 times 3 is 27. We already heard that one once, didn't we? Some patterns. Windows. I lie in bed and try to sleep, counting windows instead of sheep. How many panes are filled with light? Here's a way that's really bright. Don't just count the lights you see, subtract the rooms where there's a Z. So they want to count the rooms that are bright. But goodness, it would take us a long time to count all those yellow rectangles. Ooh, I think it would be much faster for me to say, well, how many total windows go across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then how many rows of 7 do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 7 times 5 is 35. Or you could count by fives and say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5, 10, 15, all the way to 35. And now if we subtract the ones that aren't lit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 35 total windows. How many are not lit? Take it back 7. 35 minus 7, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28. 28 windows are lit. That was way faster than counting one by one, wasn't it? It's a breeze. Sometimes when the sun is hot, a fan is all a lady's got. The gentle motion of their hand brings cool relief that feels just grand. How many dots adorn this fan? Add them quickly if you can. Instead of seeing groups of 3s, count by 5 and it's a breeze. And I'm going to tell you, when I look at this fan, my eyes are drawn to the groups of 3. And counting by 3s is not terribly hard, but counting by 5s I think is way easier. So if we look, we see 5 going across. So we've got 5, 10, 15. Ooh, that was way faster. Scallop Surprise. While scallops on the beach look great, I'd rather see them on my plate. Unfortunately, it's their loss. They swim their best in butter sauce. How many scallops in this bunch? Count them quick, it's time for lunch. Find a group that does repeat. Add them up and we can eat. We have to look a little harder at this one. A group that does repeat. So I do see a little bit of some patterns here, and we know that we can kind of move some shells around, but it would be easier to identify groups. And what I do see here is I have 3, 4, 4. 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4. So if I look at how many shells are in just this group, 3 plus 4 plus 4, well, 3 plus 4 is 7, and 7 plus 4 is 11. So I know I have 11, 11, 11, and 11 times 3 is 33. For the birds. Before you have too big a clan, it's good to have a housing plan. Instead of building one big nest, lots of small ones may be best. How many eggs are in this batch? Count them quick before they hatch. Here's a hint you can't ignore. Adding's fast with groups of 4. So this will be a good one for us to move some things around. They gave us a hint. They said adding's fast with groups of 4, but we have some groups of 3 and some groups of 5. That one's already a 4. So what if I just scoot this blue egg over here? That gives me 4 here, and it leaves me with 4 here. I can do the same thing, move one of these red ones with this yellow. That would leave me 4 here, and it would put 4 in there. I've already got 4 there and 4 there, and then I can just move one of these red ones, leaving 4 over to here. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 groups of 4. 9 times 4 is 36. And that's all there is to it, folks. Thanks for letting me take over and read the grapes of math. I love talking about math. I love thinking about math. I love doing math. I think it's fun to find patterns and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if math is not your favorite thing in the world, maybe this helped a little bit, that you can identify some patterns and stuff like that. And if you love math, me too. Let's talk about it sometime. Anyway, thanks for letting me come by, and I hope to see you guys again soon.